Ever feel like your WooCommerce store looks, well, a little too much like everyone else's? You want to add those special touches that really make a difference, but you're also kind of terrified that one wrong click could break the whole thing? Yeah? Well, you've come to the right place. We are going to walk through the safe, professional way to make your store truly your own. Look, getting a WooCommerce store up and running is a huge accomplishment. Seriously. But then you look at it and does it just feel a little out of the box? That default look is fine, but it doesn't exactly scream unique brand. And it doesn't build that instant trust you need. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? It's those little things that make a huge difference. A big, bold, free shipping banner. Some trust badges right next to the Add to Cart button. Maybe a special welcome message. These are the details that give customers confidence and really drive sales.
But that fear of breaking things is so real, isn't it? The idea of digging around in your theme's core PHP files, it's nerve-wracking. One typo, one misplaced semicolon, and your entire site could go down. And even worse, what happens when WooCommerce puts out an update? All your hard work could be wiped out just like that. There's got to be a better way.
And there is. So here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with a challenge, then I'll introduce you to your new best friend, WooCommerce hooks. We'll cover the two main types, see them in action, I'll show you how to find and use them, and by the end, you'll be in total control. All right, let's do this. So the challenge is pretty clear. We want a store that looks amazing and converts like crazy, but we have to avoid the huge risk of messing with those core files. How do we get all the customization power without any of the danger? Well, the solution is actually incredibly smart, and it's built right into WooCommerce from the ground up. They're called hooks, and they're the secret to professional, stable, and super powerful customization. So what on earth are they? Okay, the absolute best way to think about a hook is as a pre-designed anchor point. The folks who built WooCommerce have basically sprinkled these little connectors all throughout the code. It's like they're leaving you an open invitation to plug in your own custom code, but without ever having to change the original files. And this is where the magic happens. Hooks let you do pretty much anything. You can insert brand new elements, like a guarantee. You can modify stuff that's already there, like a price. You can even remove things you don't want. But here's the absolute most important part. You're doing all of this without touching the core files. Your code stays separate, which means it's safe, secure, and, get this, it won't get overwritten when you update WooCommerce. Game changer. Now, this might sound complicated, but really, almost every customization you'll ever want to make comes down to just two kinds of hooks. Once you get this simple difference, you've pretty much unlocked the whole system. Let's talk action versus filter hooks. It's honestly this simple. An action hook adds something new. It's you telling WooCommerce, hey, at this specific spot, run my code and put its output right here. A filter hook, on the other hand, modifies something that already exists. It intercepts a piece of data, like the text on a button, lets you change it, and then hands it back to WooCommerce to display. So, add versus modify. That's really it. Okay, enough theory. Let's see how this stuff actually works in the real world. We're going to look at the three most important pages in your store: the product page, the cart, and of course, the checkout. First up, the product page. And I love this quote because it's so true. Product page conversion happens close to the button, not above the title. This is so important. It reminds us like all our little trust builders and reassurances need to be right there at the moment of decision. So how do we use that? Well, imagine your customer is right there, hovering over the Add to Cart button, but they're hesitating. Using a hook like WooCommerce after Add to Cart button, we can pop in your return policy or some secure checkout badges right underneath it. That tiny little piece of reassurance can be the final nudge they need. It can literally be the difference between a sale and them just leaving the page. Next up, the cart page. And here's a great way to think about this moment. The cart page is where fear quietly enters the buying journey. The customer's whole mindset shifts. They go from, I want this, to, is this a good idea? What if I regret it? Your job on this page isn't to sell harder. It's to calm those fears. And hooks are perfect for this. With a hook like WooCommerce after cart table, you can add a big, clear money-back guarantee. With WooCommerce after cart totals, you can add a row of secure payment logos. This isn't marketing fluff. These are doubt killers, plain and simple. And that brings us to the final boss, the checkout page. There's a reason people say checkout is the most delicate step. The slightest bit of friction or doubt here can destroy the entire sale. They're this close, but now they have to trust you with their credit card info. So the hooks on this page are all about that final layer of trust. For instance, using WooCommerce review order before payment is the perfect spot to insert a little message that says 100% secure and encrypted payment right before they start typing their card number. It's that last little signal that tells them, hey, it's safe, you can finish this. Okay, so you've seen how powerful this is. You're probably thinking, great, but how do I actually do this? And the good news is it's way more straightforward than you think. You do not need to be a coding wizard to pull this off. There are basically 3 rock-solid ways to find the exact hook you need. The easiest by far is a free plugin called Query Monitor. It literally just shows you a list of all the hooks that are active on any page of your site. If you're a little more hands-on, you can peek inside the WooCommerce template files and look for code that says do_action. Or you can just go to the official WooCommerce website and search their hook reference. And once you've found the hook you want to use, it's always the same simple 3-step dance. Number 1, choose your hook. Number 2, write a little PHP function that does what you want it to do, like print a message. And number 3, attach your function to that hook using either add action or add filter. That is it. Seriously. And don't worry, there are thousands of pre-written code snippets online. You can just copy and paste for all the common stuff. So let's bring this all home. Once you understand and start using hooks, you are no longer a prisoner of your theme's default layout. You get full, safe control over your customer's experience. It's your store, and now, finally, you get to make your own rules. So if there is just one thing you take away from all this, please let it be this. WooCommerce hooks give you clean control. They are the professional, the scalable, and the update-proof way to build trust, make your customer's journey better, and boost your sales, all without that constant fear of breaking your site. You now have the key to unlock real, safe, powerful customization for your store. So the only question left is, what's the first change you're going to make?